With everyone talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin, people are using their Australian dollars that are sitting in their bank account, making no returns, and putting that into cryptocurrency or digital assets, which will hold some value in the future. Now, I personally believe a lot in cryptocurrency and blockchain technology, so I'm investing heavily into it. If you're interested to see what sort of projects I'm invested into, you should definitely go check out this video. But if you are interested in how you can put your Australian dollars that sit in your bank account, a step-by-step tutorial in this video, I'm going to show you how exactly you can do that with Coinspot, which is the most trusted exchange in Australia and is what I personally use for my crypto needs. Keep watching. Hey guys, my name's Ravi Sharma and welcome back to Personal Finance with Ravi Sharma. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button. Definitely give me a thumbs up for the video so the YouTube algorithm can push this video out to the people that really need it. Now, thank you so much for joining me on this channel. The channel has been receiving so much support. I feel the love and I'm super grateful. And a lot of people have been requesting videos around how to actually start with cryptocurrency. I can totally understand that if this is your first time that you're getting around, your head around understanding how you can actually invest in crypto and buy Bitcoin and Ethereum, I'm going to show you a very simple and instant way for you to actually start purchasing what I believe will be a large part of the future in terms of decentralized finance. Now, in this video, we're going to talk about how to sign up, whether that's in your personal name, company name, or a self-managed super fund. We're also going to talk to you about how you can deposit funds into the actual exchange. And it's actually super simple. So I'm going to show you that when we jump in, but also the main features. So where do you go to check, your wallets, and how do you protect yourself in terms of security? And then we go into how to buy and sell instantly. It's actually a very, very simple method, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that in this step-by-step tutorial. Now, the beauty of this video is that you can just pause, do it alongside with me so that you aren't making any mistakes. If you do have any sort of questions that come up, definitely contact me if you want. There's an email in the description below. But the support team with Coinspot is by far the best from any of the exchanges I've ever used in Australia. So if you are looking for help, the website is so easy to use, but also they have the support that is really there. Now let's jump in. So when you're creating your new Coinspot account, you simply come here, you put through your email here, you create a password, and then you can add an affiliate code or referral here, and we're just going to put mine in there. And you can find this again in the link in the description below. If you simply want to get started, you can click on there. There's a link there and include the affiliate code straight away, which enables you to get the $10 free Bitcoin. And of course, you'd say I'm not a robot. Unless you are a robot, then that's definitely up to you. Now, of course, I've already got an account here, so we're going to hop into my account shortly, and I'm going to show you exactly how you can use the features. So when you come onto the actual dashboard, what you're going to see is you've got a few options to quickly deposit. So you've got deposit instantly into your account. So that's Poly Quick, Poly, Pay ID, and there's a few other options. So we'll definitely go through that. But then when you come through, and of course I've got everything blurred at the moment because this is my portfolio. If you're interested in knowing what my portfolio looks like, I've made an update on this channel. So I make one monthly. So if you're new here, subscribe so you can keep up to date with my portfolio performance. But you can check out my latest update in the link in the description below. But as we go through in this portfolio, you can see here a graph of how you can visually go up, and you can have the different options of 1 day, 1 week, up to about a year, and then your main holdings as a split in a pie graph. When you come down, you can see popular now. So obviously everyone's getting onto Dogecoin. There's Ethereum, Bitcoin, Ethereum Classic, XRP, and USDC, and Tether. And then you'll have your wallets, as well as some recent movers. Popular today, just elaborating on what was there before, but you also get new coins. So quite often Coinspot will list new coins and new projects, which is really exciting, and definitely do your research. Of course, none of whatever I talk about on this channel is financial advice, but you should definitely go check out, some of the new projects that do come up here. Very interesting stuff. I'm definitely bullish on poker markets at the moment, so do your own research. But essentially you come down and you can see what's happening as a snapshot. Now, what's important here is we can go into deposit funds, right? Now, when you come into deposit funds, you will have a limit of how much you can actually deposit. So over here, it says my daily deposit limit is $100,000. You have $100,000 remaining today because I haven't deposited anything. Now, I personally use Poly, and it's super simple. It's very instant as well. And so all you'd have to do is here, I've got a deposit limit of $20,000, and you could go in and say, okay, I want to deposit, say $200. and you can select which bank account, and let's say you would CBA, and you'd continue to Poly. And what that will do is that opens up a new tab. What you will do is once you say continue, it will go through and input, well, you'd be required to input your bank details. Now, of course, I've got mine blurred out, but essentially once I log in, you just need to follow the prompts and it allows you to actually deposit the $200. So now the other options you also have is Pay ID. Now here, it's just saying there's a bit of a warning here and say, I understand and continue. So something to note is obviously when you're doing this for the first time, it can take up to 24 hours before those funds clear. So definitely keep that in mind. But you can go through Pay ID. You've also got BPay, which is an option. I personally only use Poly because it's just super simple. You've got the cash deposit and you've got direct deposit as well. You've also got a history of all the deposits you've made, just in case you wanted to know. Once you've got funds in there and they are active and processed, that will actually appear here in the account funds, and that'll tell you how much you have available. So the next thing you could do is essentially go to buy and sell. Now I'm going to show you exactly how easy this is. Sometimes when people say, oh, buying cryptocurrency, like they get freaked out because there's so much happening. But I'm going to show you how easy it actually is. So when you come down here and you see all of these projects, now there's probably about 300 here. What I want you to focus on is how easy it actually is to purchase. Now, let's say for instance, I come on here and I see Bitcoin being the #1 market cap, it's #1. So I just go buy BTC. Now, if I wanted to do this in the most simple way, I could literally go, well, how much BTC do I want to purchase? So it's in AUD. So if I had put $200, it tells me the price at which I'm buying Bitcoin at. Now, mind you, this is an Australian channel and Australian website, so this is in Aussie dollars. And all I would have to do is press buy. Now, of course, in this case, you would confirm buy, but I don't have any money in the account, so I can't confirm that buy. But as soon as you've purchased, right, and this is the simplest way to purchase, once I've confirmed that, once I go into my wallets, it will update and show that I've got $200 worth of Bitcoin in there, which equates to this number of Bitcoin here. But there are a couple of other features. Now, some people get, sort of flustered when it comes to buying and selling cryptocurrency. They don't understand how easy it is. So if I was to actually go and sell, because this is a big question people ask as well, is hey, how do you withdraw funds? So if you actually just press up here and you go to sell, well, you can put in, well, I've got $200 worth. Well, in this case, so what you would do is you would see how much Bitcoin you actually have. And if you wanted to sell max, you could just sell it there. But if you say it had 1 Bitcoin, that's how much you would get. At the moment, my balance is 0 because I own no Bitcoin in this account. And I would simply press sell and confirm the sell, right? So fairly easy stuff here. That's the most simplest way to buy and sell cryptocurrency. Now, most people will never have to look beyond this, but what I will do is go further into what you can do and what sort of options you have. But if you're looking at a very simple step-by-step process of buy and sell, that would be it. But I would urge you to stick around because there are some hints and tips that you can pick up. Now, one of the key things here is as part of your research, you should definitely know what these projects actually do and get your head around it. So there are summaries down here, like what is Bitcoin? But what I would prompt you to do is have a look at the charts. Now, sometimes these charts can be daunting as well, but it doesn't need to be. If you simply were to go out and say a very easy 2-minute sample of what I would say is key here is if I was to go all time, right? Now, based on this graph, it looks like we've gone on this massive run and it can't go any higher. But what I would say is that it felt very similar to what was happening in 2017, and that's why it's important to do your research and understand what's actually happening. With Coinspot, you have the ability to do some research here, but you also can extend that out and go onto like CoinMarketCap and just look at it more extensively if you have the time. So now that you've bought and sold Bitcoin, right? It's very simple. And what that would do is once you've sold Bitcoin as well, or any crypto, it would appear in your account funds. All you'd have to do is you go and withdraw those funds, and that's very easy to also do. So when you go, there's another option you have up here, which is called swap. So what swapping is, essentially, is a crypto project that you actually have right now, and you're swapping that out to sell and buy something else. Now, keep in mind, this is still buying and selling, but it just means that you're converting it from, instead of going from one crypto to AUD and then from AUD to purchase another one, you're simply going and cutting out that middle process and going from Bitcoin to say Ethereum. So let's say I have Bitcoin and I want to swap that. So let's say I've got 1 Bitcoin here. That's how much it's worth in AUD if I was to swap it. Or if I wanted to actually change that and go into, say, Ethereum. And so what that would say is BTC to Ether, and that would basically mean I would get 16 Ethereum coins. And all I'd have to do is say swap, again, confirm swap, and that's your fee as well as the total there. Very simple stuff. Can't get easier than that. Now, the other thing you can do is order, right? Now I'm showing you this on just Bitcoin, but what you can do, it applies to all the cryptocurrency. And just to show you that it does work on all other cryptos, we're just going to use Ethereum, and we'll go to buy Ethereum, and we go to order. And now we have a few more options up here. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through exactly what that means. So the first one we have here is a stop loss. Essentially, what a stop loss is that it will signal that if Ethereum sell price falls to whatever the price you put in here, so let's say at the moment it's 4,234, and let's say we say if it falls to $4,000, I would like to sell however much you want to sell. So in this case, if I had 1 Ethereum coin, I would simply put, 1 Ethereum, or in this case, I would put an Australian dollar basis on there. And that would mean I can enter the stop loss. Now, why you would want to do this is, say the market is volatile, or you've gone, look, I've made X amount of profits. If I sell at $4,000, I still make a lot of profits, because let's say you bought it at $1,000. Now, if I sell at 4,000, amazing. I don't want to lose that money. So when things are volatile and choppy and changey, you might go, well, yeah, I could sell it right now for 4,200, but maybe I'm going to sleep, right? And I don't want to actually sell at 4,200 because I believe the prices might go up tomorrow. But in case it doesn't, and somehow that it tanks for whatever reason, you've protected yourself with a stop loss, and you can essentially put that in. And what that will do is it will sell automatically on your behalf if you are to see that price fall. Now, the other thing is you have take profits. Now you can do the opposite, which is basically if Ethereum reaches a certain price, then I would like to sell X amount. So for instance, if we are seeing it sit at 4,233 for now, what we will do is go, well, I think it might hit 4,500 tonight. So what I'll do is I'll put 4,500, and I'm happy with that amount of profit. I input how much I want to sell, and again, set take profit, which means if I go to sleep tonight or I'm at work and this number goes to 4,500, it automatically sells it for you. So you don't have to be active sitting there on your computer all day. So that's what take profit is. So now we know what stop loss is. We know what take profit is. Now, what's a buy limit? Now with buy limit, this one is suggesting that if the Ethereum buy price falls to X amount, I would like to buy X amount, which basically means at the moment, if we've got a price of 4,337, we want price to fall to say $4,000. And we know that if it falls to $4,000, I would like to purchase more Ethereum. And so all you would do is I would say $4,000 here, and I'd like to buy $10,000 worth of Ethereum, which would give me 2.5 Ethereum coins. And I would set that buy limit, which essentially will mean that if it falls to that price, automatically the system in the back end will go and purchase Ethereum for me. And so this is a really useful tool, especially if you're not on your computer, you're not actively doing this. The other option you have is a buy stop. So if Ethereum buy price rises to X amount, I would like to buy X amount. So let's say, for instance, you are looking at the charts and you know that there's a real big resistance point for Ethereum at, say, 4,500 because it's such a psychological area. Now, let's say it does reach 4,550. You might have a buy stop order, which basically means that at 4,550, we've got confirmation, according to your research, that we might see higher prices after this. And I don't want to miss out. So what I could do is enter here 4,500. And what that will essentially do is it means that once it hits that price, I will be purchasing $10,000 worth of Ethereum, which would give me 2.2 Ethereum coins. And this would be, let's say confirmation that I'm ready, the charts have made sense, now we're gonna get that breakout to say new all-time highs. I personally don't use buy stop or buy limit. I personally, look at what's happening in the market. I pre-plan, have a strategy, and that's super important. If you're keen to learn what the strategy looks like, definitely leave me a comment down below. So we've covered dashboard, wallets, buy and sell, and swap. Now we go into bundles. Now this is exciting, especially if you're new to the whole crypto space and you don't really have time to, want to learn about different things and different projects because there's so many. What Coinspot bundles is the simple way to diversify your portfolio. And this, I would like to, sort of approach it like an ETF. It's just a basket of all of these cryptos into one, and you can just go in and automatically buy it. So it tells you here, it's a buy assets in one transaction with Coinspot bundles. You diversify your holdings instantly by accessing cross-section of cryptocurrency projects. It saves you time avoiding multiple fees, which is fantastic, right? So if you go here, they've done really well on Coinspot. I haven't seen any other exchanges do this. And so here you can see top 3 market cap, which would be Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Binance. You've got top 10, and then you've got a Bitcoin bundle, you've got a social bundle, AI bundle, animal bundle, supply chain bundle, gold and silver bundle, and NFT bundle. For the purpose of showcasing what these include, of course you can go into any one of these, but if you were to go to the NFT bundle, you would see there's all of these coins that are made up of the entire portfolio. So these would be NFT coins that have come up. You can also read a little bit about it here. Coinspot NFT bundle is comprised of 5 cryptocurrencies listed on the Coinspot that are developing solutions to support the adoption of non-fungible tokens. Okay, so once you come up here, it's automatically designed the percentages in these projects. And what you would do is go, look, I'm interested in purchasing, say, $500 worth. And what that will do is it breaks it down to show you how much of each coin you would have. And this makes it super easy to just diversify your risk, but you really believe in the NFT space. I personally believe in the NFT space. I think it's new. I think the long-term collectible nature of what this space is doing, I think is fantastic. And so this would be a very easy way to get into it without having to individually see projects and spend time researching if that's what you can't do. So basically, that's how you buy and sell cryptocurrency, whether it's Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Ethereum, or NFT bundles. It's super easy to actually do. And this is why I like using Coinspot. For me, it's super easy to get in and get out, and having an interface that's so easy to use, and they have an application on your phone, it means that you can stay up to date with how your portfolio is tracking if you'd like. Now, if you are interested in getting started with Coinspot, there's a link in the description below, and you can use my referral code to get $10 free Bitcoin. I will leave all the information about how to access that in the link in the description below. And if you've enjoyed this video, and a thumbs up will definitely go a long way into supporting my channel. And of course, it allows me to keep bringing out good content like this. If you are interested in more cryptocurrency, real estate, and financial freedom videos, definitely subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks, guys.